Hello, and welcome to Helen Porter's Transformers Review. Today we're going to be looking at Transformers Generations Wave 7 Thundercracker. Now, just going to stare at this for a second. Wow. Now, as all of you know, he is a direct repaint of the classic Starscream mode, the Seeker mode, right here. But as all Seekers are, they are just remolds, at least the original, or repaints, at least just the original three. The cone heads are actually a little bit different. But we'll get into that here in a few minutes. Right now, let's look at Thundercracker here. Or, actually, rather not Thundercracker, rather than his packaging. We'll do this real quick. Here, pause that if you want to read that. It's a nice picture of Thundercracker. Really cool. Fighter jet mode. And his stats. Now, out of all the Seekers, being all the original Seekers are the F-15 Eagle fighter jet, I believe. And boy, what a great use of this mold this one is. Now, for all of you that are probably most anybody that's watching this probably should know already about the Thundercracker from the Classics themed BotCon 2007 box set, along with Bugbite, Dirge, Dreadwind, and Thrust. Thundercracker was the replica of the classic Starscream toy using modified version first seen with Skywarp. So, yeah, he's pretty much the same. That one was the first, and then they made, in 2008, the Henkei, the Japanese Transformers made him. And then we waited and waited. And finally, in 2011, we finally got a mass-released Thundercracker, who I think is my favorite now. I mean, I do like the way the Starscream looks, but just the way the blue and the white and the red go. And I mean, the silver, just the way he looks. I mean, look at this. Doesn't this look cool? Anyway, you can see right here his wing pattern, which I believe it's more toy accurate than cartoon accurate. Maybe. Not entirely sure on that one. But anyway, onto the figure. Really cool. He's just repaint of Starscream here. And I like having them both together. I think that's cool. So Starscream is, he's a little bit more detailed. I really like the shade of silver that they used, and I really like those Decepticon symbols. They have like silver borders opposed to Starscream's being purple. And he does have his black tail fins with his a different variation of designs. And he still has the null rays, and so at the bottom. We'll get to that here in a minute. He transforms the exact same way. Now, the previous let's see, from wave, I think wave 4 of Generations, we got Dirge. And here he is, Dirge, the other blue Seeker. Dirge being from the second generation with Ramjet and Thrust, and first generation with Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Starscream. So these were the only two blue ones. He's kind of similar. He's got the black nose cone, and that's it. And he's blue. That's it, really. And you can see the comparison between them both. So on to transformation. Same thing like all the other ones. You want to pop these off. Now the thing is, you would think because they use this mold probably the most out of all these classic figures. I think that I think this is the most used classics mold ever. You think there would be like, you would just fall apart and, overall just be pretty crappy because they've used it over and over and over, and the mold would just start to deteriorate over time. This is not the case with him. This figure, at least the Thundercracker that I got, is probably the tightest, has the tightest joints. He's overall perfect. The only thing that is wrong with him is, if you can see, there's that line there. There shouldn't be a line there. There's like a little scratch right there. If you can see, I don't know if you can. It's okay. Remember that line, and look on this side. There's actually supposed to be a line there, but like there's this little triangle on the end. It's not supposed to be there. That's okay. It's just this tiny little thing. So, yeah, you want to pop those off, and then the same transformation. You want to fold the wings up, fold the little tail fins here up, rotate these off to the side like so. Flip out the feet, which that one's always tight on mine. So, and this one's actually fine. I might try to trim that down in there. What I want to do now is just unpeg the legs from the back of the jet there, and extend them, and split them. And now what you want to do is you want to open up the cockpit like usual, flip out arms, untab the cockpit from the fuselage, rotate it, and then push it down, and push it in, and close it back up. Fold in the landing wheels into his chest nipple wheels. Flip out the hands, and untab that, and flip down his head. And you want to plug in the noise into his shoulders. Mine stay in very tightly actually, and they have Generations Thundercracker and Robot Mode. And I must say, having this figure for me is actually very strange. I don't know why. It's just, I think it's because having a mainstream classics Thundercracker was such a big deal, and now that I actually have one and found one, and this is my first ever figure of Thundercracker as a character, G1 or otherwise, and I do prefer the G1, although the one from Cybertron was kind of funny sometimes, but he did get annoying to me. It's just, I don't know what to say. I'm just speechless. I don't know what it is. It's a good thing that I have it, and I'm glad I have him. It's just, boy, was this guy so it's caused such a big thing. I mean, he's probably, him along with Skywarp have been the two most wanted seekers for classics, and now that we have a US release of mass retail of one, it's just, wow. Finally have Thundercracker. Yay. All I need now is a repaint of this mold into Skywarp, and I will be getting a Acid Storm and then repainting that into my own Skywarp, because I can't use my Masterpiece one, even though I do kind of sort of have all three. The Masterpiece Skywarp, it's a little bit bigger. It wouldn't work, but technically I do have all three in some way, so yay. But here he is with Dirge, who I transformed while I was talking, and you can see the comparison between his fellow blue Seeker Generations companion. Here he is with Thrust as well, because Thrust is another is from Generations Wave 1, being Dirge from wave 4, and Thundercracker from wave 7. And then you can see them all together. The funny thing that I think is pretty funny is, out of all the Seekers that were made, only the 2 blue ones have Decepticon symbols on their chest. You can't really see Thundercrackers because Thundercrackers is very small. But if you can see that purple dot, that's a Decepticon symbol. And then that dot there is a Decepticon symbol on his chest as well. So, I guess the blue ones are the leaders. Sorry, Starscream, I guess you're not as important as we all thought. But anyway, great figure. I love this silver on him. It's really shiny, and you can see the side, you know, it's painted blue. See how shiny and metallic looking that is? But I just love the detail. They can repaint this mold all I want, I'll still buy it. Yeah, you can see the Decepticon symbol now. I think that's really cool. I just love it. And it's painted silver all throughout the inside too, and even over it was painted silver on here before they put the blue and the red on. So those are even shiny as well. I think that's really cool. Nice little red lines. These pieces are gray. Ish, they're like more of a metallic gray. On the sides here. You can see the wings in here. Close those back up while I'm holding the camera. Really like how those triangles stand out. That's cool. But for every version of this mold I have, you know, they can just keep repainting it in different ways, and I'll just keep buying it. So not that much to say anymore. He is just the Seeker mold. He does have the same articulation. They don't always get in the way. Unless you fold the arms back, and elbows can bend 360, and then they go out and forward and back. And they can go in just a little bit. Head rotates left and right, but you have to push this back. Hips are on ball joints. These bend. They can also rotate, like right by the knee. Overall, I have a very good version of this figure. I have no loose joints, no mold degradation that I've seen at all. Everything transforms fine. I transformed them very slowly, as you can imagine, when I first opened them. So, yeah, they have Transformers Generations Wave 7 Thundercracker, and this is Porter saying, man, I can't wait for Skywarp. All I need is Skywarp and ramjet now, and then I got all my Seekers. And then I'll probably get more. Or kind of like a Sunstorm and a few others. And maybe like Starscream painted in movie colors. I saw a custom of that once. That would be cool. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys later.